Our next guest announced his career intentions when he was in 3rd grade, and he honed his skills on the neighbor's trampoline while they were at work. Javon Evans is now 21 and the youngest WWE wrestler on the main roster. You can see him and several other superstars tonight at the Toyota Center for Monday Night Raw. He stopped by to share how he went from fan to fan favorite performer.
Y'all really want to know more about me, don't you? Your boy is bouncy.
The breathtaking Javon Evans.
This kid is on the cusp of becoming a major superstar in this business.
I love the confidence of Javon Evans.
Sounds like I'm about to be growing up in front of y'all eyes. So y'all might as well sit back, enjoy the ride, and come along with me.
Javon, your real name is Malachi Jeffers, which I think is a really cool name, but do you like to just keep it separated?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Everybody can be calling me Malachi.
Yeah, and Malachi is cool and laid back. He won't hurt you.
Yeah, he chills sometimes.
Yeah. All right, you grew up in Greensboro, North Carolina. At 21, you're the youngest wrestler on the WWE roster. You're known as the Young OG.
Come on now.
You see the Young OG signs already up in the NXT. Wow! Spanish Fly! Are you kidding me? OG Cutter!
You knew what you wanted to do early on, but let's go back to wrestling brought your family together. So many times we can see wrestling on its face and you're like, some people go, what is that? I love it. I was attracted to it as a child, but it was kind of a thing that bonded your family.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody watched wrestling. You know, my grandma, my mom, my pops. I think my dad, he proposed to my mom in a wrestling restaurant, if I'm not mistaken.
You had no choice but to become a wrestler.
Oh yeah. Come on, that was kind of in the blood.
At one point, your parents separated, and that was tough for you,
yes,
like
ma'am.
It is for many kids. But wrestling actually helped you to wrestle the anger, if you will.
For sure, I feel like it was an escape for me. I was hanging around a lot of bad people, but once I found wrestling, it was kind of just like something I could look forward to, especially when I started training.
Ask any kid if they saw wrestling on TV, they tried doing it themselves. You did it too. You did the same thing we did. We snuck into a neighbor's yard that had a trampoline.
Yeah.
And you did that also.
All the time. And I couldn't get caught. You know what I mean? I ain't want to get in trouble.
You're like, what time is it? Are they coming home yet? We got to get out of here.
We gone.
But you professed like you were in 3rd grade, and you told your friends exactly what you were going to do when you grow up.
Yes, ma'am. For sure did. I told everybody that I was going to be a WWE wrestler, and nobody really believed me because I was just a little kid, talking. But
well, a lot of kids say that, right?
Exactly, for sure. But I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? And look, it happened.
And you would say that to your teachers, and of course, the responsible thing for the teachers is have a backup plan, hun.
Yeah. And I don't believe in backup plans. You feel me? I feel like if it's something that you want, you go get it.
They have to have a ball at some point.
Javon, you are without a doubt one of the most exciting prospects to ever come through WWE.
You had a specific light bulb moment. You saw Triple H put Sheamus through a table.
Yeah. My first moment actually remembering wrestling and being like, oh, this is what I want to do. Yeah. And it's crazy because now Triple H is my boss. You know what I mean? So somebody that I grew up watching is somebody that I'm working for right now. That's crazy.
A lot of people might not realize that you go through training to be a wrestler. You're not just getting out there, freestyling.
Yeah.
At 13, you said, I want to go into training, and you went to the Firestar Pro Wrestling. You were the youngest to graduate at that time. Mm-hmm. At 13, your ability to take this so seriously and really believe that you were going to stay the course.
Well, funny enough, at first, I didn't really take it seriously. I was kind of just having fun with it. But once I started seeing my best friend get better than me in wrestling, it was kind of a little competitive. You feel me? So that's when I started taking it seriously. And
your trainer said he warned you.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. He put me on. I was so excited just by starting, I wasn't even worried about the pain or the consequences that came with it.
Any second thoughts at that time?
Oh yeah, for sure. I looked at my pops and I was like, all right, bump it. This is what it is. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
You had a lot of wrestling influences as well. I was telling you, when I was growing up, Jose Lothario lived in our neighborhood.
Yes,
and we would watch him on TV and then see him mowing the lawn, down the street. And we're like, oh my gosh, right? So who were your influences?
Oh man, number one, Jeff Hardy. For sure. He was just himself out there, you know, and nobody was really doing that at the time, you know, and he came out with a different energy, you know, different move set, and I feel like me and him kind of have like a similarity. He most definitely influenced me to be who I am today.
Yeah, you worked the independent circuit, but what was it like the moment that you were really in that ring and debuted in WWE, what you always said you wanted to do, and then all of a sudden there you are. There's the crowds, there's the lights, and there's your opponent.
Auntie, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous.
He could be a future centerpiece of NXT. Get your popcorn ready.
I had the butterflies, you feel me? But it was great, you know. I feel like I was just made for moments like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And once it came, I was ready, and I tried to deliver.
Challenger. Oh, German suplex. Javon, he can be beat. Got him again.
What did your mom say and your dad when you said, when I grow up, I want to be a wrestler?
They supported me, but they thought it was just a little phase at the time. You know what I mean? And once I started training and take it seriously, they kind of realized that, and they went to sell with me. You know what I mean?
All right, your mom wrote on Facebook, I remember having to explain why I couldn't get food for dinner and Lunchables. It was going to be one or the other, right? You were 5 years old. You cried so hard in the store that she cried too. She was trying to explain to you that spaghetti would last a few days versus food that would last a few minutes. She says, I was a single mom praying for a plate. Now my son has a whole table.
Yeah, that's a true story, you know, and looking back at it, that was so selfish of me. You know what I mean?
Well, you were 5 years old.
Yeah,
I think
should've took the spaghetti.
Fast forward Monday Night Raw. When you all get out there, what I love about your story is that all the wrestlers have stories of how they got there.
Yeah.
And so they've created a living, they've created entertainment for us. So Monday Night Raw, what can people expect?
Especially tonight, you can expect anything. We are on the road to WrestleMania, you feel me, which is like the biggest show of the year. We're gonna go crazy. You can probably expect the young OG to go crazy tonight here in Houston at the Toyota Center.
You could become the youngest champ in history. You would beat the 22-year-old record from Randy Orton, who won in 2004 at age 24.
I'm here to win at Elimination Chamber, and I'm here to be the youngest world champion and beat Randy Orton's record.
How cool would it be if you and Randy took it to the mat?
Well, me and Randy already took it to the mat before,
Oh.
you know what I mean, when I was in NXT, but I think it would be different, especially if he has the title on his hands,
Right.
you know what I mean? If the championship is on the line, I feel like I gotta go a little bit crazier.
Yes.
You know, so it's wild to think about, for sure.
And the last thing I'm going to ask you, because I know people ask this all the time. It's like when they watch reality TV, they go, how much of it's real, how much of it's staged? In the ring, how much of that is real, how much of that is kind of orchestrated?
So, in my opinion, I think all of it is real.
That may have just been knocked out of him. Here's so smart.
Now tightrope.
It hurts, it's very dangerous, and honestly, people can lose their life in the ring. You know what I mean? And it's just that dangerous, but it's fun. You know, it's crazy to think about. It's crazy to be there. It's crazy to see. The energy is insane. It's nothing that you will ever experience. You feel me? So everything's real to me.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I have real feelings towards it. You
And
know?
can I just say, I'm looking at his mouth, those are real teeth too. You still
Hey,
have them.
hey,
You
you
still
know,
have them at
you know.
21. At 21, you still have them.
Hopefully, you feel me?
All right. Javon, AKA Malachi, thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for bringing the entertainment.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
To up and around, and he ain't done yet. Top rope. OG cutter. Hey, Corey, we outside.
Ouch. Okay, Javon Evans recently said his goal is to be the best to ever compete in the ring. You have the chance to see him build his legacy tonight when WWE Monday Night Raw hits the Toyota Center. The action starts at 6:30 with several top superstars expected to appear, including Brock Lesnar, Becky Lynch, and the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Tickets are still available at toyotacenter.com, and right now they have a special offer to save 25% when you buy 4 tickets. We'll be right back.